Industrial refineries and large-scale chemical plants harness a massive, highly volatile force to power the modern world. Millions of gallons of highly reactive liquids and gases are constantly moving around us, highly pressurized and ready to expand. To safely hold back that energy, engineers rely on pressure equipment. If a single seam were to burst under extreme pressure, the resulting failure causes structural destruction and immediate danger to human life. Joining heavy plates of steel to hold back this volatility depends on the exact science of specialized welding. Mechanically, welding involves applying extreme, carefully targeted heat to alter the physical state of the metal itself. As we see in this diagram, the intense heat forces the solid edges of two distinct pieces of steel to melt into a shared liquid pool, allowing their molecules to mix and merge. When that molten pool cools back into a solid state, the two separate pieces of steel have become one single continuous piece of metal. In the manufacturing of pressure equipment, the baseline standard is high. A proper weld must be flawless, rendering the joint as strong as or stronger than the original base metal. The integrity of this molecular bond is the single barrier standing between safely contained energy and an explosive release. Before we can fuse a massive vessel together, we must identify the discrete raw components. The critical meeting point where any two of these pieces connect is called a joint. Looking at this 3D blueprint, the largest component is the shell. This is the main cylindrical body, formed by rolling thick, flat steel plates into a massive tube. To seal the pressure inside that cylinder, we attach the heads. These are the thick, rounded end caps found on both sides of the main body. Finally, we have the flanges and nozzles. These projecting connection points act as entry and exit doorways, regulating how fluids and gases move through the system. Because each of these components has a different thickness and physical function, joining them together requires highly specific, targeted welding methods. For the thickest joints connecting the heavy plates of the shell and the heads, manufacturers use submerged arc welding, commonly known as SAW. Watch the SAW process in action. An automated machine moves along the seam, laying down large amounts of strong steel in a single pass. Notice how the electric arc is buried underneath that pile of sand-like material. That is a granular flux blanket, and its purpose is to protect the molten metal from atmospheric contamination while it cools. Submerged arc welding provides the automated strength necessary to forge the main structural foundation of the entire vessel. For areas requiring localized precision, operators switch to gas tungsten arc welding, or TIG. Look at this cross-section of a deep joint. TIG is used for the root pass, this thin, precise foundational layer that fills the absolute bottom gap before thicker layers are added on top. That precision also makes TIG necessary for attaching the smaller nozzles to the walls of the shell. Finally, operators use shielded metal arc welding, or stick welding. This is a manual method used to navigate tight spaces, odd angles, and critical field repairs on the job site. A fail-safe pressure vessel relies on the automated strength of SAW, the precision of TIG, and the adaptability of stick welding. Once the metal cools, the construction phase ends and the verification phase begins. Because human lives depend on these vessels, a surface visual check is insufficient. This is where quality control inspectors step in. They use non-destructive diagnostic tools to search for hidden internal vulnerabilities. This graphic illustrates radiography, or RT. Much like a medical X-ray, inspectors shoot radiation through the steel. The resulting film exposes internal cracks or trapped gas bubbles that are invisible from the outside. As a complementary tool, inspectors also use ultrasonic testing, or UT. This method pings high-frequency sound waves into the metal, mapping out structural flaws based on how the acoustic waves bounce back to the sensor. Together, X-rays and sound waves provide the empirical proof that the molecular integrity deep within the fusion is secure. For the final diagnostic step, inspectors hunt for microscopic surface fractures that sound waves and X-rays might miss, using a process called dye penetrant testing. In this footage, you can see how dye penetrant works. A bright red liquid dye is applied and then wiped clean across the steel. The liquid seeps into gaps, leaving behind stark red lines that render microscopic weaknesses visible to the eye. At this point, the manufacturing journey is complete. The pieces of raw steel have been physically fused together, scanned internally, and checked at the surface. Welding pressure equipment is an intricate, highly skilled science. It requires a precise web of execution, connecting the welder's hand to the inspector's tools, ensuring the safety of the operators managing the force inside.